Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, more videos on the way on, period. This video, I messed up and put part 1, so this is the edited video. Best friend does the unthinkable. Let's watch the video.
Okay, for recap, she's crashed my car, she's crossed my boundaries by flirting with my uncle and being laid up with him in my bed, and she abandoned me for graduation. Great. Next morning after graduation, I wake up and realize Uncle never made it to the couch again. Okay, they come out of the room and tell me that they're going to the gym. I say, okay, my spare keys are over there and I'll see y'all when you get back. They're like, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm going to go get breakfast. And so they go have a conversation in my room and come back and they decide they're going to get breakfast with me. Great. Welcome. I'm standing at the bathroom sink brushing my teeth as one does, and my best friend comes to me. Now, this is the first discrepancy in the story because what I heard versus what she said are two different things. But I'll let y'all be the judge. What I heard was he gave me the best head of my life. What she said was he offered to give her the best head of her life. Either way, I don't want to hear that about my uncle. But also, as her friend and knowing her life experiences, I knew I couldn't have a negative reaction to that, so I literally did not respond. I didn't react. I didn't even finish brushing my teeth. I just walked off into my room. Now, I walk into my room and my bedroom window is open, and that is very peculiar to me for two reasons. One, when she got here on Wednesday, she kept talking about how cold it was, so I gave her my space heater to use. And number two, when my family got here Thursday, they all kept talking about how cold it was. Mind you, they're all from California, and so I turned on my heater. And from Wednesday to Saturday, the weather did not change. So how did you go from being cold as hell to now it's too hot? So the comment about the head plus the window being open leads me to believe they did exactly what I think that they did. But y'all be the judge. And the second reason why I'm pissed off is because my bedroom window is broken. And I didn't think that if you opened it, you would be able to close it again. And because they had it open, I thought I was going to have to pay money right then and there to get it fixed, and I was pissed. Anyway, they play with it for about. Now they get the window closed. We leave for the breakfast spot, and it's about a 40-minute wait, but I don't mind because it's worth the wait. Anyway, Philip walks to Walgreens to use the bathroom, and Barbara and I are in the car, and she starts telling me about how um, I'm always in her head. You know, I look out for her. I give her good advice, blah, 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 blah. And she starts telling me about the dude that she has at home. Now, did I know she have a dude at home? Absolutely. Did Philip know she had a dude at home? I don't know, but you see the pickle that I'm in? Anyway, she starts telling me how she always listens to me and some other stuff, and I go, huh? Now, did I need to react that way? No, but was that my genuine reaction? Yes. Anyway, she goes, why'd you do that? I said, I literally say to her, don't mess with my uncle, don't mess with my friends. And she says, oh, so you do have a problem with it. I go, Barbara, continue to enjoy your weekend in whatever way makes sense to you, and we'll have a conversation about this at a later time. Now, one thing about Barbara is that when she knows there's an issue, she can't let it sit. She needs to talk about it right then and there. One thing about me, I need to let it sit because I need to make sure that I'm willing to accept the consequences on the other end of my words. And I was fully prepared in that moment to end the friendship with her. And I wanted to make sure that that's what I wanted to do. Anyways, Philip comes back. We don't have the conversation going to the restaurant. We're in the restaurant and she's like trying to be my friend, all up in my phone, asking me who I'm texting. I'm like, girl, we beefing. Don't be trying to be my friend right now. Anyway, my family calls me and tells me they get kicked out of Waffle House. Now, why they got kicked out of Waffle House is a conversation for another time. But I tell them by the time we finish eating and y'all get back to my place, we'll get back to my place at the same time. So we leave and get back to my place. We beat my family, and Barbara's like, can we go have this conversation? And I said, I don't really want to, but if you need to, we can. Mind you, she literally wants to stop and have a conversation about being able to hunch on a dude she met 2 days ago. Wild to me. Anyway, as we're walking out to my car, my family pulls up, and I'm thinking, saved by the bell. I don't have to have the conversation. Barbara is texting me like, can we go have this conversation? I said, I need to figure out a reason for us to leave that makes sense to them so people won't be suspicious. Before I can do that, she stands up and says, Ashley, can you take me to the gas station? Now, what she didn't realize was that she just announced to a room full of people who like things at the gas station that we're going to the gas station. So guess what happened? Yeah. Anyway, we leave and we're gone for like an hour to the point where my family is texting me like, hey, where you at? What we're doing for dinner? Blah, 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 blah. Now, this conversation probably deserves a story within itself, but I'm just going to summarize the key things that y'all should take away. I told her that I had a problem with things. I told her that I was okay with ending the friendship. I told her that it's okay to choose herself. And she said to me that if it was between me and him, that she was going to choose me every single time and that she would end it. I said, okay, end it. She also said that she didn't feel like going back home and dealing with the dude in her house, so she wanted to change her flight. I said, I'm never going to put you out. Stay as long as you need to. I'm thinking she's going to stay for a day or two, but I'll tell y'all what she did later. Anyway, we make it back to my house. And my family leaves because they're going back to the hotel to do whatever. My mom has stuff at the hotel that she needs me to get, so I asked Philip if he can go get it. And he says, I can't. I've been drinking. I didn't know that Barbara and Philip were in my room drinking my alcohol. Anyway, two of my local friends were here and we're having a conversation about our friend group stuff. So they stay here because everybody knows how I feel. They stay here while I go to the hotel and get the stuff from my mom. My mom at this point knows how I feel, right? Because my mom and all my other family that were here had a conversation about it. Anyway, I get back. Philip is sitting down, Barbara's sitting down, it's me and then my two friends, and he is just rubbing on her thigh like this is just a thing. And I realized in that moment that she did not end it, and I am seething, and I don't even hide the fact that I am looking at them in disgust. So Barbara makes Philip move his hand. My two local friends leave, and my other friend who came in from out of town came, and they go back in my room. I'm telling him how mad I am about, and that when he leaves, I'm going to make them pack their shit, and I am going to drive them the hour and a half to the airport, drop them off, and come back because I don't care that they may have to wait over 12 plus hours at the airport. Anyway, he offers to take them the next morning for me to calm down. I said, bet. So I wake up the next morning. Philip still does not come back to the couch. He stays in my room with her again. Anyway, my friend texted me about 6:45 that he was on his way. I text them that my friend is on the way. They're getting ready. They don't come out and say anything to me. I'm so mad. I go sit in my car until my friend shows up. My friend gets here. We're sitting on the couch waiting for them. Neither one of them come out and say anything to me until they are putting luggage in the car. Okay. So Philip says, I love you, Ashley, blah, blah, blah. He leaves. Barbara is hugging on me and like love bombing me and like telling me about her graduation because she was graduating med school the next month in June and how I would be there, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, at that time, I'll see. Like, she knows. I am visibly irritated. I visibly have an attitude with her. She knows. So she leaves. She texts me that they're driving in the middle of the storm and that they made it to the airport. And this was, I don't know, all before 9 o'clock in the morning. I say, okay. I don't hear from her again. Now the flights. I'm thinking that she was going to stay about a day or two. No. Philip had a flight that left at 5 p.m. So she changed her flight to leave from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon because she wanted to stay in the airport with him all day. Yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, Sunday goes by. Don't really hear from her. Monday, she's texting me and she's hitting me up because she wants to talk about the dude at home. Not to check in with me, not to see how I'm feeling, not even to have the follow-up conversation about Philip, no, none of that. To talk about the dude she had at home, and my flabber was gasted. So I ignored her ass. And so finally, at the end of the day, she texts me and asks me if I was ignoring her. I said, absolutely. And she calls me and I hang up on her. She calls me back, I don't answer. Then she sends me a slew of text messages just going off. And I couldn't think of anything respectful to say because I just wanted it to be like B word, F you. With all disrespect, F you. And I couldn't think of anything polite, so I just decided not to respond. And that was the last time her and I spoke. Fast forward. I had all my stuff booked for her graduation because I canceled it because at that point, I was sitting in my ego and I knew that I was not going to allow her to have the experience that she deserved, and it was in my best interest and her best interest to not go because at the end of the day, graduating medical school is a big deal and I didn't need to ruin that. And I'm going to tell you, had I went, it would have been ruined, and let me tell you why. So I'm scrolling on Facebook, minding my business as one does, and her sister comes across my page, and I was just going to scroll until I noticed a figure in the background. I zoom in on that figure, and guess who it was? If you guessed Philip, you would be correct for $200. So I take a screenshot. I send that to her and say, is this Philip at your graduation? And I send it to other people in the family just so that they can confirm what I'm thinking. Instead of replying back, yes, no, or don't text me, block me, whatever, she had her sister block me on Facebook. But all the other family confirmed that it was Philip. I said, oh, okay. There was a reason why I canceled and didn't go. Because had I showed up and he was there, I don't know what type of experience she thought she was going to have. Anyway, they are still together. They now live in St. Louis because that's where she got into residency. And I've cut them both off. So, yeah, that's what happened. Her and I still have never had a conversation about this. She's never formally apologized about being disrespectful and overstepping boundaries or anything like that. And so, yeah.
First of all, she is not your best friend, and I would not have went to her graduation. You know what? They deserve each other. First she crashed your car, then she's disrespectful with your uncle, and she doesn't care. That's crazy. What do y'all think about this video? You know what to do. Comment below. More views on the way on period. This is Life with Shauna Renee, and I'm out. Bye.